everywhere. And have a look at what's in these white bags. I'm just going to tip it onto these. Onto here. All three of them. Yeah, not looked through these yet. So, see it as I see it. I mean, I paid like £22 for, well, I paid £5 for that. Supposed to pay £10 for this. And then there's a bag of stuff here. So, yeah. But this is quite a lot of Lego actually. I normally do have a sort of little weigh-in scale. Basically weigh the bags, see how much I got. But like I said, I didn't buy this for the weight. I bought it because it's got some vintage parts in there. So let's let me just gather some of the interesting parts real quickly. So, I've got some non-Lego items, just getting them off the screen right away. Right away. So these two things here are possibly, it says Mega Bloks on it. So they're just Mega Bloks. Although they are quite a nice white. Maybe I'll find a use for those. Interestingly, they've got the kind of Tyco, like 1/3 brick height. Which is quite interesting. But then we got this here, that's not Lego, I don't know what that is. I'll go into my bag of, well, non-Lego stuff. This here, I don't know what that is. Some cheap brand, something. See, that's the problem with this, little bit of a problem, or maybe a bonus with this lady who I buy this stuff off. She doesn't really have much of a clue about what things are. So I bought something there before that was like £10 that she charged me £10 for. That was worth over 100 quid. That was a 1970s original Lego Transformer for trains. So yeah, so it swings and roundabouts, but I'd say this is reasonably good haul right here. And just give me a second, final look through, and then I'll show you what I found. Right, all these things I'm sweeping onto this bit here are all basically generic bricks. Let's get those out of the way real quickly without spilling them everywhere. Oops, just dropped the piece. There are still some interesting bits though in this pile I'm putting down here, but take up too much of your time. Each piece. Good. Panel pieces. Lovely. Right, let's get this out of the way. More boring stuff. It's not really that majorly interesting. Take those legs off of there. Wow. Okay. Right. Here we go. Nearly ready. Right. Let's get that off the screen. Dropping it all over the floor, damn it. Now let's get this stuff onto this lid here. Be careful. Bye. Goodbye. Don't need you. Goodbye. See ya. Right, go away. Right, let's push this out of the way for a minute. Real quickly. Bye. Go away. That one over there. Yeah. Oh, hard work this, sorting out Lego. So right, so a quick look at these pieces here. No, I can pick this up and get it closer to the camera for you real quickly. So, a lot of 90s stuff in here. That could be, they had these in sort of late or mid 80s, these window pieces. These, I've had these for a very long time, ever since the dawn of the minifigure. Used to get those a lot in blue. But they had those in the 70s and 80s. And in the 90s Space Shuttle set, they had these in red. Yep. Now, this is nothing particularly amazing, but possibly that sticker could give us a sort of age verification. Looks like a very early sticker. Right, now, this is a quite interesting piece right here. Look at that. Now, I'm not, from far as I can remember, I can't remember seeing this on any set. But it could possibly, it looks a bit like a porthole of space. So I'm going to say this sort of belongs to a space set in the sort of 90s, but I've not seen that piece before. That's quite an interesting part right there. Pop that in the corner. That's just a boat hole. They still make these today. Little boat hole. 90s, I believe. Now these are interesting. It's a shame there's not 4 of these, because these would be quite interesting pieces. If you had basically 4 of them, you can make some sort of structure with that. But they're very interesting parts. I'm not too sure where they come from. I do believe I saw these in black on the Blacktron radar, or I think it's called something like a radar intercept one, where it kind of opens up. It's got a big yellow panel on it. But I actually have that parts of that set. It's a Blacktron set, but it had these in black as far as I can remember. That Blacktron set from the late 80s, I believe it was. But those are really interesting parts right there. So I'm going to put those in the corner, actually, with that one. All the interesting bits I'm going to put in this one, just in one bag on their own. Got parts of minifigure here. Let's have a quick look. Nothing major. It's got a early torso, maybe 80s torso, right there. And a couple of classic Lego legs, or minifigure legs. They do look like 80s to me. So put those over there in the interesting pile. Alright, let's carry on. That's just a Technic brick. That's a panel piece for a boat. That's not Lego. Ooh, I just lost that. What have we got here? Little panel piece there. Okay, real quickly. That looks like a submarine sticker. So was this white stuff here actually part of a submarine sort of underwater theme, instead of actually being space? Possibly could be. But, most of the stuff I remember from the submarine themes was basically yellow and red, or yellow or red. That's an interesting piece right there. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Looks very old. Could be 80s, maybe even 70s. Very interesting. Probably 80s. Late 80s, maybe early 90s. That's an interesting piece. Don't remember seeing that before. So obviously I will have a look through online and search for what these pieces actually belong to. This is a very old piece, or very old mould, shall I say. Most commonly seen in blue in the 70s and 80s of the classic space sets. Upside down console, that's quite interesting. I'd say that's sort of maybe even 90s there. Like sort of, they had this print since the 70s and 80s, but this part here and the sort of cleanliness of it, I'd say like 90s. So we're getting to the end now, I think, of this little part here. Another pair of minifigure legs. So we've got 3 pairs of the minifigure legs and a minifigure torso. 1970s HO scale window, I believe. Yeah, more of those. I actually had a bunch of these before in a haul that are all warped because they're using that old sort of resin plastic, which is kind of a bit rubbish. This is cool, look, it's got like a little visor on it. Not seen that before. Interesting little sort of half visor. Interesting. Alright, I think I'm done here. Another one of those parts there. Another one of those. So all in all, £10 for that. Those unique parts is not too bad. That's not Lego. Goodbye. So there you go. So this £22 Lego haul. So at the end of the video, I'll put it all back on screen so you can quickly decide if you think it was worth £22. Let's get into the final bag now. Now, some of this stuff here is not actually Lego. I'm gonna sweep this away like that. Goodbye. It's nice little printed part there. Good, lovely. Let's get this. What's in this bag? He charged me £5 for this bag. Lost a piece.